Yes, everybody. How are you all doing? Good morning. I'm going to try and do a bit, people, of the match reaction yesterday to Arsenal's battering of Leeds 5-0. Some really good positives. Start of the game, and we're just thinking, here we go again. Here we go again. It's just going to be the same, the same. Same as last season. Same against Man United. It looked like there were little glimpses, little spells of the intensity, the urgency, and then it was just like just dropped off, as if Mikel Arteta on touchline just shouting, "Stop attacking! Stop attacking! Stop attacking!" But it, it wasn't the case, and it was a good 5-0 win, and we still haven't conceded a goal. And there's a lot of positives from individual players. I thought Zubimendi was really trying to get involved in the game a lot. Declan Rice, I mean, please make Declan Rice Arsenal captain. I mean, he's just, he's just Arsenal's captain to me. He is, he really is. Timber was just fantastic. 2 goals for himself. Gabriel and Saliba didn't really get much trouble. Raya, he didn't really have much to do. He made a great save from that header. Calafiori didn't really have much. Again, didn't really have that much to do defensively. We were trying to get forward a little bit. Um, Odegaard, he did a really, really good flick in air. Really, really good flick. I can't remember who he passed it to, but it was really, really good and got attack moving. And it was fantastic to see. But he misplaced some passes again, and he's just not good enough. He's just not good enough. He slows our attack down massively, and he's now probably shitting himself because players are gonna start taking his place. Eze getting presented before the game. I can't remember the last time we did that with a player. That was fantastic to see, and he was literally, like I said in the description, Eze was on cloud nine yesterday, being presented to the Emirates, obviously home ground. Sorry, the Emirates with the home fans, etc. Like at one point, he had a look out of his right shoulder as if to say, "Is this really happening again? Am I here now as a guy, as a man, released at 13-year-old, a young teen?" Um, Footballs, we come right with the first one. Footballs, Eze, yeah, brilliant signing. I'm buzzing with footballs. Eze's just he was loving it yesterday, being presented. Really, absolutely, you could see it on his face. Footballs, we come of got of 6, if not just passing around. Yeah, we could have got more. We could have got more. I really wanted Max Diamond to take that penalty actually, but then you look at it and think it could go on goals at the end of the season, which I don't. We're not going to win league. Uh, Footballs, we could have got 6. Yeah. Footballs, I am worried about Saka and Odegaard. Footballs, yeah. I mean, I've been saying this, people. I've been saying this on my streams. Gareth Southgate and Mikel Arteta have been playing Saka constantly. Southgate's been playing for England since like 2018 World Cup, I think it was. Arteta's been playing Saka into the ground. He's gave him no help for 3 seasons. Only now, obviously with Sam Madueke, he's run him into the ground. He's constantly playing him, even I think against maybe Bolton or Preston in Cup. We're 3-0 up, and Arteta still didn't take Saka off. I mean, Mikel Arteta's got he should take accountability for this because he stayed injury free for years and years and years and years, and Gareth Southgate as well. And then he gets that bad grade tier 3 injury on his hamstring, hanging off of the bone, and obviously a big surgery on it. And I've said it wouldn't surprise me now because he's stayed fit for so long. He's had massive injury if you start seeing Saka injured constantly. And here we are, 2 games in. Do I want to be right? No. I want to be very, very wrong. But you know, this is how it goes now. He's stayed fit for so long, Saka has. He never goes down hardly. Nothing phases him. That massive injury. And I do blame partly Mikel Arteta for this because he's brought him no backup for 3 seasons, and all the pressure has been on Bukayo Saka to carry the can. There's been no support for him. There's been no help for him. He's had to play in games when we've been 3-0 up, and he's still kept him on the pitch. So I do partly blame, yet again for something else, Mikel Arteta for Saka getting injured like this because he's had that grade tier 3 on his hamstring, and before that, he was hardly ever injured, but he was constantly playing for England and obviously Arsenal. So I blame Southgate as well, Gareth Southgate. And here we are now, which I predicted, and I probably only said it maybe early last week that I think Bukayo Saka will start getting a lot of niggles now and picking up injuries on his hamstring. Second game into the season, and it looks like it's a bad hamstring, which I think he might be out for about 6 weeks. I could be wrong. It could be 2, it could just be a little twinge, but it doesn't look like that. It does not look like that. I think he'll be out for at least 6 weeks. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope it is 2 weeks, etc. If it is anything, but it didn't look good. He knew straight away. He pointed to it straight away. So that's the negatives. Yesterday, Saka getting injured. That one negative, sorry, because Odegaard, I just want him out of the team. I want him out of the team. I look at Eze and I think that like he would just walk in that Arsenal first team right now. Richie Eze would walk in that Arsenal first team lineup. He would take Martin Odegaard's place, people. Easy, easy. He would bring that intensity, that urgency, the drive, the forward-thinking attitude, the way he runs with the ball, the way he darts his shoulder, drops his shoulder left and right. Eze now has to be Arsenal's number 10 if Odegaard's out because I'm not fully sure, but maybe it's looking like a dislocated shoulder. And footballers, I don't see to think there's any news yet or any update on this Saka or Odegaard injury. I think we'll hear more maybe today. But as I'm aware, I've not seen anything. And I've been on night shift last night, so I had a look and I didn't really see anything. But Gyökeres, I mean, we've waited, people. We've waited 3 seasons to see a striker doing that for our football club. This is a club, Arsenal Football Club, what used to implement fear into every single team just with our attacking prowess. And we've waited 3 seasons to see that, and that was like looking at, Aubameyang days, Thierry Henry, where we'd drift out to the left, bring the ball in and smash it. I mean, different, obviously, Henry, loads better. Gyökeres not in Henry's league, but we haven't had that. Kai Havertz doesn't do anything like that, what Victor Gyökeres does. There's no way Kai Havertz is doing that, running the ball down the left wing, cutting in, shrugging people off and smashing it in bottom corner. That's what you call a proper hungry goal getting machine. A guy what just wants to score goals. Get out my way and just puts that ball in net. That's what that's what you call Victor Gyökeres, a hungry goal machine. And it's again straight back to Mikel Arteta, the blame. He hasn't signed as a striker for 3 seasons, only now. He has left us short every single window. And look now, as soon as he signed Victor Gyökeres, this is what can happen, people. So I do blame Mikel Arteta for messing our league titles up in the last 3 seasons, because if we'd had a Victor Gyökeres, we would have won the league when we was literally one game away from winning it, when obviously Man City beat West Ham and we beat Everton. We would have won the league because we wouldn't have messed up against Aston Villa before, the Fulham, the West Ham. We would have won the league. And again, if he decided a player to back Saka up and take that freaking pressure off him. So Max Darman, I mean, wow, wow. people, how do you not big Max Darwin up? How do you not even yesterday, like, the ball came up in the air and he's cushioning it with the side of his foot in air, like, it's hard to explain, but he's, like, hitting it there on the side of his foot, like, side of his ankle kind of thing in air because he's that confident. The way that you can see the way he is, he just knows he's got it. He wants the ball. He's got great confidence running with the ball. He's got a good football brain already at 15. It's ridiculous. He's not small. I think someone said he is touching 6 foot or 6 foot. Um, and he can when he runs with the ball, he's quite strong. When he's running against the players, it's hard to push him off because he's got so much intelligence to his game. He knows when to lean into you, when to stick that leg out just to get the ball back to his feet. He's got close control. He's fast and he's just fearless. He maxed out is fearless. It looks like he wants to shoot all the time. If he gets a chance, few yards, he just wants to pull that trigger. And he had the volley, he had the long, like the where he hit the ball off the floor. Um, and I thought they're gonna give they're gonna give Max Darwin the penalty. They're gonna give it him. But then you think you can't be all nicey and at end of the day, it was good to see Victor Gyökeres put the ball in net, and he absolutely smashed that penalty in net, by the way, as well. Proper striker, he is. He is a proper striker. And ignore all these money penny and these pricks after Man United game was saying, "Oh, waste of money signing Victor Gyökeres. It should have been Sesko." Get fucked, you stupid little twat. He is. That Alex on Twitter. Like when I look at it, I think, how can anyone want to follow someone who went live on TV and made a mockery of my football club? Not his. He's just a leech. He's a follower. He's a little twat. How can anyone want to follow someone what literally had people from other clubs answering his questions on TV? Because he posts something on X, or he's blocked me. I can give a shit. He posts something on X yesterday or something, and I'm thinking, how has he got this many followers? That just shows what so many kind of Arsenal fans we've attracted, followers we've attracted, not fans. Because why would you want to follow someone what doesn't know anything about the club and literally gets asked simple questions and made a twat of himself and made a mockery of Arsenal Football Club? And the embarrassing thing, like I said, other team fans from other teams was literally laughing the head off at him. They had to answer his questions. So I was just thinking about that, thinking, because I just seen something he posted on X, but he's blocked me anyway. So, but yeah, 5-0 people, 5-star Arsenal. Um, Trossard didn't really do much when he come on. Um, Miles Lewis Skelly was okay, stretching out, stretching out, stretching out. Though again, Ethan Wanyeri, I thought was holding on to the ball a little bit too much, maybe trying a little bit too much, but he was involved. And he gets you excited when he gets the ball. He causes havoc. He brings things to. Whereas Odegaard, it's just oh, forward, backwards, sideways, side. And that's how it is with Martin Odegaard. He just don't get that spark flowing no more. He doesn't bring the creative spark. He's just not good enough. When you get Eze in that number 10 position, which I'm hoping that happens now. If Odegaard's out for a month, Richie Eze has to just straight into that number 10 area for Arsenal. That will make us a much better attacking threat, because Gyökeres will love that. They have the urgency, the speed of the ball coming into him. Oh, until I've done night shift, yeah. Eze will be able to pass the ball a lot faster into Gyökeres' feet than what Martin Odegaard does. And Declan Rice, I'm just going to say it again, he has to be Arsenal's captain. He has got to be Arsenal's captain. He's again yesterday throwing everything in there, putting a shift in. Rice has to be Arsenal's captain. He has to be. He has to be. He is absolutely brilliant. I just think he is a proper winner. He is a winner, Declan Rice. Make him Arsenal captain. He has to be the captain. Martin Odegaard, he's not a captain, people. He's the weakest captain I've seen in football. It really is. So it was a slow start, and I thought, here we go. Same as last season, bit of intensity, then it just stops. Same as against Manchester United. And I just thought, we can't keep starting like this. We can't keep starting like as if to say the brakes are on. We've got to smother and suffocate and take teams to the sword straight away. Because like teams like Liverpool and that yesterday, they wouldn't have stood for that. They'd have come straight back at us. They'd have come at us and gone at us. No disrespect to Leeds United, but they're nowhere near in, Liverpool's league, Chelsea's league, Man City. We can't keep starting like that, where we're showing glimpse of intensity, a bit of urgency, and then it's just like, yeah, just sit back and relax. And it must be this manager. I don't know what it is, but it just seems like, excuse me, like this manager seems to be got so much hold on these players. Like he he controls the tempo, the speed. It feels like he'll say to him, right, attack now. Don't attack yet. Don't attack yet. Attack now. And it's not good enough. It's not good enough. We need urgency. We need that intensity from the first whistle. A lot more. I'm not saying we can hold it out for all game because it's very difficult for a team just to show that full intensity and urgency all game. But oh, excuse me, people. We need to step up. We need to be playing better than that to start with, or we are going to start falling behind. It's all right. We got the point against Manchester United, a set piece again yesterday. Set pieces. I mean, sometimes I think if we didn't get the set pieces, we wouldn't win games. We wouldn't score goals. But obviously, yesterday we got a couple. Gyökeres scored and scored a penalty. Um, and Saka's goal was fantastic. Just smashed it straight through him. But there's something still not right. And I don't know what it is, but I know for a fact we can't keep starting like that, because if we start like that against Liverpool at Anfield, they will come straight at us, and they will smother us. And 9 times out of 10, they probably will go 1-0 up. And like I said, it's no disrespect to Leeds United, but they've just come up from the Championship. It's not Leeds of old with Mark Viduka, Harry Kewell, David Wetherill, Nigel Martin, Chapman, Smith, Rodney Wallace, Hasselbaink. The list just goes on. Ian Hart. It just goes on and on and on. It's not the Leeds of old. It's a new Leeds now. What a Premiership, Championship, Premiership, Championship. So I expect that from my team. I expect to smash the team. 3, 4, 5. What came up. That's just what's expected of Arsenal. Yes, of course it's good to see 5-0, not concede a goal, but it's just what's expected. And you're going to see these people, these top fans, well, top mutants and these fans are obsessed with Arteta. Oh, we're back, Super Mick, he's going to take us to the promised land. He's going to do all this. He's going to do all that. You've got to start waking up and seeing the bigger picture. There's always a bigger picture in football. It's all right seeing the small, pretty picture, the 5-0. Yeah, we've done that. We've signed Eze, we've signed Gyökeres, but there's always a bigger picture, and you have to think of a good scenario and bad scenario. And again, and I'll keep saying it, always expect the unexpected in anything in life, the good, the bad, the sad, the happy, and definitely in football, because we could start struggling the moment Victor Gyökeres picks an injury up. Saka is already injured. That means now Madueke probably will play right wing. Odegaard's injured, so ideally, I would 100% say just bring Eze in that number 10. Just all the fans want to see Eze in that number 10. You know, Kai Havertz is also injured. So we're picking injuries up already. So that's a problem. So what's happening there? Are they getting overtrained? Are they putting too much work on the hamstrings? I don't know. I don't know what's happening, but something's not right. And already that'll be a perfect excuse for these fans what are just obsessed with Mikel Arteta, what will just back him in any single way, no matter what. That's already a perfect excuse with those type of fans. Oh well, we got injuries this season again. We can't win the league. We just can't win the league because we get injuries. It's just going to become pathetic. Like I've already seen people on post on social media. There's not one excuse we're going to accept from Arsenal Football Club anymore to not win the Premier League this season. The pressure, people, I'm telling you now, is massive on Arsenal to win the Premier League. The pressure is huge on Mikel Arteta. They're not giving him any more excuses whatsoever. They're not going to listen to these fans like these Tom Canton, Harry Symeou, Roy Talks BS, Adam Keys, plenty more. Well, sorry, loads more all over Twitter. I don't know who's on Instagram, etc., because I'm not on it, or Facebook. They're not going to accept any more bullshit from those kind of people. When you've got Tom Canton, well, well, we can't expect to win it every. We still need. They're just not going to buy anything. Those liars and the bullshit that comes out of their mouth to protect this club and our. They're not. No one's going to care about it anymore. They're going to be like, just mate, just shut up and bore off because you've had nearly 1 billion spent with your manager, obviously their manager, not my man. I do not like Arteta. I do not care what anyone says. I do not like Arteta. I don't like to have a manager what has to lie and pretend that another team slash manager, PSG and Enrique said that Arsenal were the better team and well, Enrique said it, and the PSG bench said it when everybody knows. No, they did not say that. But nothing gets challenged, mate. Nothing. No, Arteta can say what he wants. He can lie in every press conference he wants because you've got people like Tom Canton, what literally are obsessed with him. A grown man pretending to answer a phone call. Yeah, yeah. Is that Arteta? Oh, what? Arteta's the best. There you go. It's pathetic. He's like a child, a grown man pretending to answer a phone call saying, "Is that Arteta? Oh, what Arteta's the best." But going back on yesterday's game, like I said, we cannot keep starting like that. It's a slow start. We've got to start with more urgency, more intensity. Got to take teams to the sword and rattle them early. Otherwise, we're going to struggle again. It's simple as that. We're going to struggle and we're going to lose points, and we're going to be, we can't break this team down. Can't break. And next minute we're drawing, and it finishes a draw, or the other team nick a win. So there's some good points, really good points individually, like Victor Gyökeres. I mean, we've waited for that for 3 seasons to see that type of goal from Victor Gyökeres. Is obviously his first goal. We've waited at our football club, which we shouldn't have. We shouldn't have. We shouldn't have been having to wait at all. But under this manager, we have. We've waited 3 seasons to see that our club. Um, Ethan Wanyeri came on, like I said, he ordered the ball a little bit too much, but he was getting involved. He was busy. Odegaard, that fantastic flick in air, which were really good. But after that, misplaced passes again. Um, Declan Rice, Arsenal captain. Yeah, I'm afraid it's got to happen. There's no because he gave it to Saka yesterday, Odegaard. So Odegaard's out now, Saka's out. So just pass the captain armband to Declan Rice and let it stay with him. Um, so yeah, I mean Zubimendi, like I said, he was trying to get involved. He couldn't really grasp the game properly, but he's he looks decent, but he was trying to get involved as much as he could. But they didn't have much to do really. And I mean, it wasn't they wasn't tested a lot. Timber again, he's solid, 2 goals. Um, Saka, like I said, his goal was fantastic. Trossard when he come on didn't really make an impact. Noni Madueke, this that little back flick where we got where I can't remember where we passed to. It was decent, but I just looking I see Noni Madueke from Chelsea. That's all I'm seeing. I'm seeing Madueke from Chelsea, and I just think have we wasted probably another 52 million and yet another Chelsea signing. Um, right, where are we? Dre, good morning, Rich. Good morning, Dre. Hope you're well, my guy. Dre, we weren't that good yesterday, but at least clinical when it mattered. That's the reason why the scoreline is 5-0. Timber was great, and Gyökeres need to have a blunder before he scores. Dre, I still can't believe how I was fuming at Wanyeri to play the ball to either down when he was in a better position or to Gyökeres. He decided to carry it. That's the same thing Odegaard does. Yeah, I mean, I do like Wanyeri though, Dre. I'm a massive, massive fan of him. Donald Zoramp seems like football gods wanted Rice to be captain too. Well, Donald, I mean, I just think it's a given. I think Declan Rice has to be Arsenal's captain. It's a given. He has got to be the captain. We don't. I don't want a weak captain at my football club, Martin Odegaard. I do not want Martin Odegaard captain my football club. When I look at the days of Thierry Henry, Tony Adams, Patrick Vieira, going on to other clubs, Roy Keane, Steven Gerrard, John Terry. That's a proper captain, someone who's vocal, a leader, inspires, a warrior. Martin Odegaard's neither of them. He's not vocal. So, in all, people yesterday, good result. What do people think in chat? Do you think yesterday there's still those um, negatives where we don't start fast enough and it just looks like it's going to be boring? Do you think Mikel Arteta will ever change? I don't. I think there's always going to be a mistake in him, like just not changing up when we need to change up sometimes in games. Um, Mick Starman, do you think he needs to keep getting minutes in this first team? I do. I think he's that damn good. I don't think he fears nothing. He's got great confidence. He's brilliant at running with ball. He's very fast at running with ball, and he's forward thinking. And he thinks shoot, 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 shoot. Please do smash up the likes and subscribe, people, if you already haven't. Um, so it, how I see it yesterday, it was just like say when we first kicked off, I was like, here we go again. Here we go again. Same as last season, and it'll be same against what we did against Man United, where it's just boring, 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 and we'll nick a set piece goal. But which we did at the first, and then Saka, a very, very good finish, very good finish. Made it two, just kind of near enough before half time. So I think that helped a lot because I think if it had gone into second half and it was still 1-0, I think that might have been 2-0 at most yesterday. So that helped. But we still need a left back. We still need a proper out and out left back. We must sign a left goal scoring winger. We need a left winger what's going to chip in with goals. It's as simple as that. And even more now, if Saka's out for 6 weeks, people, there you go, Victor Gyökeres. Victor Gyökeres, the pressure, my friend, is right on you. You have to keep scoring because after Victor Gyökeres, people in the chat tell me who's going to score Arsenal's goals. I don't see it unless Eze turns up and he gets put in that number 10 position. Then, but now I'm looking at it and thinking there's 2 players what I can rely on to score goals for Arsenal. And I'm not even I'm that confident even, like I say with Victor Gyökeres his first season. I have said he'll score 20 Premier League goals this season. Obviously he's 18 away now. But I said there's only 2 players who I can rely on and be confident in the starting lineup, and that is Gyökeres and Saka. Now Saka is injured, people, and the next one was Ethan Wanyeri because we'd not had Eze at the time. So Ethan Wanyeri is obviously not a first teamer, but Eze now has to jump into that number 10 position. He's got to play. He's got to play in the 10 position because we need goals, we need creativity, we need urgency, we need balls passed into Victor Gyökeres, fast. He needs to do his thing. We need goals from Eze. We're gonna need signings. I'm telling you now, this is gonna be like, well, it might be where Arsenal have to go and sign another three players. And if they do, I'm afraid it's tough because if Saka's out for 6 weeks, then that's a massive blow. That straight away we've got Madueke as right winger, or will he go with Ethan Wanyeri? Now I'd like that. I would like to see Ethan Wanyeri play on that right wing if Saka's injured. Richie Eze behind in the number 10, Victor Gyökeres up top. But then who is going to be that left winger? This is why we need a goal scoring left winger. But people need to start realising now, and you're not going to get this from all your Tom Cantona, Simu, Adam Keys, Rory Talks best. All it'll be is, wow, fantastic, 5-0, oh yeah, that's brilliant. That's all you're going to get. They're not going to see no bigger picture. They're not going to see anything because they can't say anything about the club and Arteta because they'll just take him away from the club. Um, but the bigger picture is now, and the bad scenario is if Saka is out for around about 6 weeks, it could be even more. It could be 10 weeks. We don't know. Um, we've got Victor Gyökeres. All the pressure is on Victor Gyökeres. What if he gets injured, people? Just people can say, "Oh, well, you can say." Yes, it's all ifs and buts, but you have to take, like I keep saying, in consideration. You have to expect the unexpected in the good, the bad, the sad, and the happy. In anything in life you do. And if Victor Gyökeres gets injured now, we're fucked. We're absolutely fucked because that means, will it be Trossard? Will it be We'll have to use Trossard or Martinelli as our striker. And then left wing, just let's say that if Victor Gyökeres gets injured, Trossard plays up front, Martinelli left wing, Ethan Wanyeri right wing, Eze behind. Already that's just gone blunt. That's just capitulated. The front line, it's just gone out straight away. It's just folded. It's just collapsed, and it looks like Saka is going to be injured. So be prepared for that scenario. This is not all, the nice picture of Eze signing, which is fantastic, and like I said, he were absolutely on cloud nine. But people forget the bigger picture, and the never ever, not all, but some people just think it's all nicey, and then next minute, oh shit, yeah. What if Victor Gyökeres gets injured? We don't have a striker to play in our first team at all. Then we definitely don't have a striker on the bench. So right now, Arsenal definitely need left wing signing. We definitely need left wing. We need a backup striker, and we need a left back. Arsenal need 3 signings, and I don't give a shit if anyone says it's not FIFA, you can't sign that many players. Yeah, you can, and you have to. Otherwise, we're going to struggle. We're going to struggle. It's all going to start coming to shit, and I'll stick by it, and I will stick by that. What you see now is just the early season. It's Man United, a good win at Old Trafford, battered Leeds, but that's what I expect of my club, to batter a team what's just come up from Championship. But if if Victor Gyökeres gets injured, we are in a mess, a massive mess, and we will be saying yet again for another season, we do not have a striker right now to play in our starting lineup, and we haven't got one on bench. Right, we're going to go through these people now. Yeah, seen that one. Donald Zaramp seems like football gods want to have seen that. Donald's right. Madueke was starting to light it up on right though. Yeah, he looked better on right wing. We still got to be thankful he's there now. That Saka is potentially out for weeks. We, yeah, I mean, Dre. I'm also a fan of Wanyeri, but if he is going to be doing what the captain does, then he ain't all that we thought of him to be. Yeah, he's got to be coached. He's got to be coached, Dre. He's got to be taught, mate. He has. Dre, didn't you see how Diamond was frustrated that he didn't get play there, and Gyökeres went over to him and had a word with him. Yeah, yeah, Diamond really was. I mean, Diamond's just a real deal, mate. He is literally freaking brilliant. He, as soon as he gets the ball, it's just like he knows what he's doing straight away. The way he touches the ball, the way he runs with the ball, his body shape, any yard he gets, he's going to smash it. He's going to pull trigger. Donald's Ramp need the Fafana kid from Leon, yeah, or Lone Rodrigo. That's good, Donald's Ramp. That is good. Yeah, he scored yesterday. That Malik Fafana, the Belgian international, plays for Leon. BX Gunner 81. Gyökeres is just getting started. Absolutely, I'm a big fan. BX Gunner 81. Big up to BX Gunner 81. I am a big fan. But yeah, you get these money penny on Twitter. That Alex, that little twat, that wet wipe, and talking to his mate. Yeah, I've never seen anyone do that, miss headers like that, and literally slagging Victor Gyökeres up. I thought, you absolute knobhead. He's the one what went on live TV and had to have rival fans answer his questions. What a prick. Um, and we've waited 3 seasons to see that at our club, people, with what Victor Gyökeres did yesterday. Gets the ball, runs it down the left, shrugs his player off, cuts in, looks like he's going to holds him off a little bit more, bang, straight at bottom corner. We ain't going to see anything like that Victor Gyökeres with Kai Havertz. Please do smash up the likes, people, and subscribe if you haven't, trying to get to that 500. BX going to one. Where are we? He's definitely just getting started. BX, he's, yeah, 100%. I'd have gone mad if we didn't sign him for the sake of a few pence, for a few pounds. Sorry, what's that? Is that? Oh no, it's something on the pitch. I thought that's something on my screen then. Don's Ramp, you're forgetting we got Moreno for striker. I don't want to hear that. No, that's not our big club's move. Moreno is Arsenal's lucky weapon. He's not a midfielder. He's not a striker. He's just got a very good finish. Sometimes. Mr. Battyred, big up Rich and the chat. Big up Mr. Battyred. Hope you're well, my guy. Good to see you. I guess a left back, Bredin. We have enough of them. No, we need a proper left back. We've got no out and out left back. Calafiori is just rash. He's not a proper left back. Miles Lewis Skelly is better in midfield. If I want to see Miles Lewis Skelly in midfield, like Shane Gooner called it out. I want to see MLS in midfield. He's very controlled, good on the ball, good football brain. He's got a good physique. It's back to red. Come on, Rich. 2 wins and 2 clean sheets coming to Anfield. You would have taken it before the season. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not saying that. Like two wins, no goal conceded. It is good. But I've supported Arsenal for 34 years, and I know what they're capable of doing and messing things up. And I see cracks already. I see slow starts and stuff. And if we'd have started like that at Anfield, like we did against Leeds yesterday, Liverpool would have smothered us and worn us out. They'd have been on us straight away. So that's got to change. We can't keep starting slow like that. Otherwise, we are going to start going 1-0 down, 2-0 down. So that's got to change, people. And I'll stand by that. But I look at our defence and I just think Gabriel and Saliba, I swear to God, and Saliba's my favourite player, people, by the way. They are the best centre-back pairing in world football when they're on it on the day. You're in Timber. He's going to be one of the best right-backs in the world if he carries on like this. And then left-back, I mean, Calafiori, like Arsenal didn't really get tested yesterday, to be fair. They didn't. Okfor, when he came on, I think they should have started with him yesterday for Leeds, but obviously only just signed from AC Milan. Godfrey, big up Rich, hope you're good. Big up Godfrey, my guy, hope you're well. Godfrey, Dre, Mr. Batty Red. Yes, I want Diamond on the right, Noni left, and Eze in the middle. Be our best chance at minute. If so, you know what? That's a good shot, Mig S. That is a good shot. But I don't know what we can do with Diamond because he's got his GCSEs as well. I don't know if he can play every game. I have no idea. I don't know if he can play week matches in weekdays. I don't know. I don't know if there's rules on it or not because he's still doing GCSEs. But that is a good shot. Why not put Diamond there to replace Saka? That is a good shout. Big up Miggs. I'm gonna if Miggs or Migues. That I want Diamond on the right, Noni on the left. That's a good. I still want a left winger. I just don't see any left wing at this football club what's good enough to score 10 Premier League goals. Um, but that is a good one. Why not give it Diamond now? Why not put Max Diamond on that left wing? Sorry, on that right wing to replace Saka, and then I mean and I don't want to see Eze on the wing. Eze definitely has to be our number 10. But that, you know what? Mm, yeah, I would. It's just crazy that this 15-year-old man, and he's still doing his GCSEs. But he's that good. He's that good. Lamine Lamel, it says it all. So I would. Yeah. Let's put let's go with Max Dowman on the right wing. Definitely Eze in the number 10. And if it has to be, play Noni Madueke on the left. Um, God, Trossard, Madueke, Martinelli. I don't see any of them three capable of scoring even 10 Premier League goals. Mr. Battered at Godfrey Legend, Donald's Ram, but for real, just 2 weeks in, and we already got six. Yeah, absolutely. Something's not right. I keep saying this, and this is just to do with the playing field. Mikel Arteta will never ever get the right balance in this team. And it seems now we've got a huge problem when it comes to keeping our players fit. What's happened? What has happened? Because not last season, season before, Gabriel, Saliba, Ben White, Kyle Saka, Declan Rice, Martin Odegaard played nearly every single minute of the season. What has happened? What has changed? Is it this manager trying to do different things, trying to do something like, I don't know, what's trying to fix something what's not even broken? It would not surprise me. Is Mikel Arteta tampering with something? Wants more intensity in training? Something's not right and it's got to be sorted and addressed because it's not normal now. Something's not right. And it wouldn't, like I said, wouldn't surprise me if Arteta's doing something and tampering with and getting involved too much. Oh, let's do this, let's do that. Do we need to? No, Mikel. Back off. Godfrey, Gyökeres needs this boost going to Anfield. What happened to Daka was what happened to Saka was very unfortunate. Arteta has ruined him. Um, Excited to see what Eze does against Liverpool. Darwin is a top talent. Absolutely, Godfrey. Darwin is class. He's great confidence, great balance, brilliant at running with ball, close control, eye for goal, wants to shoot. Yeah, I mean, Godfrey, Godfrey, good morning. Godfrey Saka. Yeah, I knew you meant that, Godfrey, my guy. When you said Daka, then I'm thinking, is he on about the Leicester City striker? Then I thought, obviously, no, definitely not. Makes fair play. MLS has a good carrying ability. I see you're cooking with that. Um, yeah, yeah, and Shane Gunner called it out, and I thought about it more. I thought, yeah, Miles Lewis Skelly in midfield because his control is with the ball is good. He's an ankle biter. He's like Jack Wilshere, wants to get around the pitch, wants the ball, and when he's playing left back, don't get me wrong, he's a very good left back. But he stretches out like and on the last man sometimes, and it could cost us. It really could cost us. Um, so while there's people in chat now, people, 22 at the moment. So please do smash up the likes and subscribe if you already haven't. What Declan Rice, people in chat, he has got to be Arsenal's captain, surely. He has got to be Arsenal's captain. Declan Rice got to be Arsenal's captain, and Eze has to play in the number 10 role for Arsenal. Um, Migs, Migs, you know, ball. Well, thank you very much, Migs. I mean, I don't know everything. There's people that know so much more than me. And I work full time nights. I've been at work last night, people. So it's like I'm trying to keep up. Mr. Batty Red, I'm at work tonight as well. Mr. Batty Red at Godfrey, the game Anfield will be fire because Arteta is forced to start Eze in the 10. Looking forward to it. Yes, Mr. Batty Red. Absolutely, my guy. Arteta has no choice. Or will he go with Ethan Wanyeri? I don't know. Honestly, people, and I'm not just making this up. I don't know what to think. I just don't know. He could do anything. He could even play Mikel Moreno in the number 10 next week against Liverpool. That's what how I see Mikel Arteta. He would do anything if he just comes up with not a brainwave, but something like rash and thinks, yeah, what if I do that today? If I play Moreno in that 10 position and it works, I want to look really good because Mikel Arteta does so many things to benefit himself rather than Arsenal Football Club because he likes to be right all the time and likes to look good. Um, Godfrey, our fluidity needs to improve, and we started the game slowly, so we need more energy against. Absolutely, so I said, Godfrey, start at chat. We cannot start like that in those games. We cannot keep starting like that because Liverpool, they would have smothered Arsenal if they'd have started like that, and they probably would have gone 1-0 up. And you just don't turn games around like that against Liverpool. They'd have pushed for a second as well. We can't keep starting like that, and that's at home. We've got to literally start taking teams to the sword and throttle and go gun ho and show the intensity and urgency from the minute one. We've got to. Otherwise, we're going to lose some games if we don't. Um, where are we? Godfrey, Mr. Battered, going to be a good game. Yeah, it's going to be a good game, people. Um, this is Bunjo, training ground and fitness coach. Yep. Let me just get this. This is Bunjo. Yep, I think something's happening. Um, Something's not right with these injuries. It's not normal. And I said this at start of chat. I do blame Mikel Arteta a bit for Saka's injury and Gareth Southgate because they have constantly played Bukayo Saka when not needed. In friendlies, played him. Arteta, I think we were winning Bolton or Preston at 3-0, carried on playing him. He hasn't even been taking him off in the last 3 years, hardly. And he's never brought anybody to back him up in the last 3 years. Only now we've got backup for Saka. So I do partly blame Mikel Arteta for Saka's injury because I said that guy's been fit for years and years and years. He brushes challenges off. He gets battered on pitch and he just gets on with it. And it never goes down. He had the grade tier 3 injury with his hamstring hanging off at bone, and that's it. The one big injury, same as Jack Wilshere. I think Jack Wilshere played about 42 games in a row under Wenger. And he had one big injury. Next minute, could not get away from him. That was his career done. He could not get away from injuries. And, and I've been saying it. I bet you now, Saka starts picking little niggles up, hamstring injuries here, tear there, tightening at hamstring. And I wish I was completely wrong, but it looks like I'm right. And I only said this the other day. You watch Saka now start picking up little injuries with his hamstring because he's been fit for years and years and years. He's had one massive injury, and I wouldn't have even played him last season at all when he came back. I'd have just rested him and just not even let him play. But yeah, I mean, Arteta and Southgate are the ones to blame for this, I think. Not fully, but they do have to take blame for this. Miggs, why did we let Tierney go? Absolutely, Miggs. I mean, Tierney, baller, proper baller. He looked and all to me Arsenal's next captain. He just rolled his sleeves up, got on with it. He's not had an injury, I think, since the last Euros with Scotland. I think it was. I think that's last time Tierney has had an injury, which was 2024. I think so. I mean, what a left back. If he would have stayed fit, he was fantastic. Proper old school left back. Godfrey, I think Martinelli starts against Liverpool. He has a decent record against them. Yeah, he does. With Bradley and Frimpong out, he could do some damage. And Madueke starts on the right after Saka injury. Yeah, we're. Oh man, just when you think of that and you think, shit, we have one winger, which is a goal scoring winger, Saka. Now we don't have him. All the pressure is literally now on Victor Gyökeres to score all the goals for Arsenal because you don't rely on Martinelli. You can't. You can't rely on Trossard. You can't. You can't rely on Madueke because he's new and you're just basing it on what we're seeing at Chelsea. So already we're hitting big problems. All the pressure right now is on Victor Gyökeres to score goals because after that, I don't see anyone who scores 10 goals just in the league apart from Saka, and he is out. And I could be completely wrong. I hope I am, but I think he'll be out for at least 6 weeks. Don's rump for Liverpool. He will put Eze behind Gyökeres and double pivot of Rice and Zubi. I think Martinelli will be back at left and Madueke on the right. Yeah, I think so, Donald. But that's good. When the was it who mentioned that? We Max Dowman on right. That would be that I would go for that. Migs Tierney would run the whole pitch for us. I loved him. I loved him, man. Yeah, I loved him, man. Same way I'm thinking, why did we let Eddie go? Would be would for so much use to us. I mean, Eddie Nketiah, I think he's just not a good striker. You know, it's not really happened. It's not happened. Not really. It's definitely not happened at Crystal Palace. Um, we wanted it to. You know, then when he made his scene, when he made his appearance, and broke onto scene, scoring those cup goals against Norwich, and then got like from about £2,000 a week up to £15,000 a week. He scored that last minute goal against Manchester United. I think he scored an hat trick against Sheffield United. I think it was. And you just kept thinking, here we go. And it never happened for Eddie Nketiah. Never, never. But he always tried. He did always put a shift in. He would always give a go. He would always give a go. He would always have a go, sorry. He really would. But it just never happened. It's not happened at Crystal Palace neither. Godfrey, it's a shame there was no service for Gyökeres again. He had to create that goal for himself. Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, you get Godfrey, apparently you got all these top Arteta fans, etc., telling you that Gyökeres don't score goals like that. He can't pick the ball up and run and do things. Load of bollocks. They've never watched a Premier League match ever in that Portuguese league, obviously. Back to red at Godfrey at Donald. I agree with that. Setup makes the most sense. Will Arteta do it if it makes sense? Yeah, that's the money question, Mr. Batty Red. That is the money question. If it makes sense, Arteta, don't do it. He doesn't do it. He just does not do it. So, well, we've got problems, man. We have got problems already. We're now looking at wingers, potential Madueke on the left, or Martinelli on the left, or Trossard on the left. There's no faith for them to keep scoring goals. And on the right, it can either be Madueke on the right, or I think he's even put Trossard on the right before, or Max Dowman, or Ethan Wanyeri. I mean, we're running into problems, people. We're running into problems already. And people can say we're not, but factually, yes, we are, because we've got now one player who we can rely on to score goals already. That's happening this season. In the second game in the second game going into the third game, and we can say, yeah, there's only one player right now who we can rely on to score goals at Arsenal, and that's Victor Gyökeres. And we shouldn't be in that position. So we do need a left winger. We need to sign a left winger. We do need a backup for Victor Gyökeres, someone who can score maybe 10 Premier League goals, etc., maybe 8 to 10 Premier League goals, and we need a left back. Now, I don't trust this club or Arteta to get those last three signings because I think they'll just be like, "Well, you can't have everything. You know, we've gave you a fantastic window. We've gave you Eze, Zubamendi, Victor Gyökeres. It's not a fantastic window at all. It's a 6 out of 10 for me. That's how I see this window, a 6 out of 10. We've still got all Zinchenko, Fabio Vieira, Laconia, Nelson, Jesus, all lot. They're all here still. And we still need three players. And if you sign a left winger, a left back, and a backup for Victor Gyökeres, there's you can't say, well, we needed that position, that because they've literally fully maximised for the first time ever and completed one window. So this could get very bad quick. Um, because if Victor Gyökeres don't score, I don't see anyone. Even Ranieri, but I don't know if they'll play him. And that's all I see. Because I don't know what Eze is going to do. I don't know if he'll play him in the number 10 position where he belongs. So I am starting to look now and think there could be big problems around the corner for Arsenal. Because we we haven't even got a striker on the bench right now, an out and out striker. Mr. Battered. Interesting what happens with Rodrigo. Arsenal, City, and Liverpool all apparently have had conversations, and Madrid has not shut down the rumours. Instead, news now of Madrid interest in Adam Watson. Yeah, I've heard about that. Real Madrid looking at Adam Watson. They're looking at everybody, Mr. Battered. They're on it for everybody. So what was I saying then? Yeah, I think Real Madrid are pushing, like trying to push Rodrigo out the door, but I just don't think he wants to leave Real Madrid. But they're basically saying if you don't leave, it's your problem because you're not going to get much game time. And Carlo Ancelotti, apparently, obviously now Brazil manager, has already said he won't pick him for the World Cup squad if he don't get played. And this is what people need to remember. No, this year it's a World Cup year, so players have to be playing. They have to be playing. So I don't know. I mean, what we're on now, it's the 24th of August. The window closes on the 1st of September, I think. So I think that's a week Monday. Let me just check. Oh, sorry, people. I do apologise. I've been on nights last night. It's not easy. Let me just see when this is 1st of September. First is, yes, the first is Monday. So the window closes 1 week tomorrow. And I think Arsenal need three signings. I really do. I just don't see how we can get away with it, especially now with injuries on top. It's tough. It's we've got Gyökeres injured. Sorry, Gyökeres. Got Saka injured, which we think he's gonna be injured. We've got Kai Havertz injured. We've got Martin Odegaard injured. We need signings. It's as simple as that. We need to start getting those players out the door, getting some more money in, and getting these signed. We need three. If we don't sign a backup for Victor Gyökeres, we really could start falling down that table because you know for a fact in the chat, I know for a fact, you don't put any confidence in Trossard scoring goals. Might chip in maybe 3 out of 5, and then next minute there's nothing for about 7 or 8. You don't put any confidence in Martinelli to keep scoring goals. Madueke based on his Chelsea form. Um, and Jesus obviously is not even in the picture yet. So there could be big, big problems right around the corner for Arsenal Football Club because Saka is a massive, massive blow. Massive blow. Because who's going to fill that position, right wing? Because, like I said before, they're your two goal threats at Arsenal, Bukayo Saka and Victor Gyökeres, because they're obviously going to start every game, and Saka is now injured. So the pressure is now on Victor Gyökeres to deliver and keep scoring. Yes, I think. Do I think he'll deal with that? Of course, absolutely. He'll thrive off it, but he needs help. He needs help. He needs support. He needs somebody to back him up. We don't have a striker yet again on the bench to back him up, you know. But all it's going to be is, well, we can play Mikel Moreno up there. Yeah, Moreno can finish, and he's Arsenal's lucky weapon. He is a good finisher. He's Arsenal's lucky weapon. Lucky weapon. But that's not good enough. I don't want to keep hearing, oh, we can put a centre midfielder up top. No, I want to know we've got a proper backup striker on the bench. Even Jamie Vardy for 6 months. He knows where the net is. He's one of the best Premier League strikers we've seen because of his goal record. He's been fantastic. I think 200 goals in Premier League. Dusan Vlahovic, I would like it fill me with confidence if he was on a bench. Um, Ivan Toney, that's my first choice, and someone mentioned it in chat the other day, which I thought that's very, very good choice. Get him on loan, maybe. We've got to have another striker on bench people, or Arsenal are going to struggle. There's going to be big problems around the corner because if Saka's out for 6 weeks, I mean that is a huge blow, a massive blow. It means we're going to be literally demanding Madueke to really, really step up, score goals, Trossard score goals, Martinelli score goals. They have to. 'Cause otherwise, unless Victor Gyökeres just goes on a mad run and scores like 10 goals in about 5 games, I mean, yeah, he's capable, but the pressure is all on him right now already. Static, hey Rich, I have to watch this later. Have a good show, legend. Static, big up my guy. Hope you're well. Please go and subscribe to Static, people, if you already haven't. That's fine, Static. Just doing a little early morning show, mate. Been on nights last night, but I might do a live again later on. Because I'll be going to sleep in about 15 minutes. Static, 6 likes, like and subscribe. Yeah, thank you very much for that, Static. Big up my guy. Static, Rich, one more thing. You're right. Arsenal still need to sign another striker just to cover Gyökeres and give him a breather. Or 100%. That 100%, mate. That's it, Static. Because the pressure now is on Gyökeres to score Arsenal's goals already. There's nobody else who you can say, yeah, I think he'll score even 10 Premier League goals because there's not. You know, they might do, but you won't put confidence and say, yeah, I think Martinelli will score 10 Premier League goals. Madueke, yeah. Trossard, based on previous seasons, no. Madueke at Chelsea, no. Trossard, no. Martinelli at Arsenal, definitely not. This is his third shit season in a row. It looks like it's already started shit. And even Wanyeri, I mean, he is the third person who I always say scores goals at Arsenal because he scored 9 goals last season. But will he play him? Will Arteta play him? Maybe not. I don't think he will. So this could turn. Our season could start turning bad. It's all right. Look, like the Tom Cantons and the Harris. If you start saying stuff like, "Oh, you're negative. You can't see," how about bollocks? Because the things we say and what I'm saying can actually happen, and you look at the bigger picture. Mr. Batterbed, Martinez should be played in the 9. Yeah, I mean, he should, but I don't think he will do. And the way Martinez at minute, I just hope one team from the Saudi league come and try and sign him. I'm hoping that somebody tries and signs Martinelli. I really am. Everybody, I am going to wrap this up in around about 2 minutes. Thank you very much for joining in the chat this morning. It's just an early one, people. I've been on night shift last night. I'm on nights again tonight. Definitely going to hit the bed soon and sleep. But I just thought I'd jump on, do a bit of match reaction. So yesterday, good 5-star performance in second half. But these signs still saying something's not quite right. The way we start games, it's very slow. The intensity is not there. the urgency's not there. It's just little glimpses, and then it kind of stops. It's like they go for it, and then it's bang, stop, 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 stop. And that's how it seems to me. Martin Odegaard slows Arsenal's play down. Declan Rice has to be Arsenal's captain. Victor Gyökeres has now got all the pressure on him. Bukayo Saka, this may carry on all the way through the season now in his career, just getting niggles on his hamstring because he stayed fit for so long. And Max Dowman, he is just an absolute incredible young footballer. So, everybody, I might jump back on later. I don't know, after some sleep. I'm trying to get to those 500 subscribers. I'm not saying I'm just jumping on all the time just to get it, but it'd be nice to get them maybe before September, before transfer window shuts. So, yeah, I mean, and the more, just before, but the more you think about it, like, I'm thinking, wow, like, we've lost our goal threat. We have 2 goal threats. My personal opinion, people might disagree in chat, but I personally think Arsenal's 2 goal threats, the starting players obviously starting in the starting line is Bukayo Saka and Victor Gyökeres, and we've lost one, which I don't know how long Bukayo Saka's out. It's too early. There'd probably been nothing, no news surfacing or anything at the minute. But my personal guess is that Saka will be out for 6 weeks. It could be longer. It could be shorter. Let's hope it's shorter. We all want that. And I just think that's we've got 2 goal threats in my like I said, and we've lost one of them already. Going into the 3rd game of the season against Liverpool, we've now got 1 goal threat in our starting lineup, and it's not acceptable, people. It's not. Eze, I'm hoping he gets that 10 start because he is a goal threat, and then we have to sign a left winger. Rodrigo, Leao, Lookman, even Anthony Gordon, if it comes to it, there's another Fofana. We've got to. It's as simple as that. We've got to, and we have to sign a backup striker. We've got to, and we probably could get someone on loan. I would love to get Ivan Toney on loan. If we got an Ivan Toney on loan for 6 months, that would be a really, really good signing, definitely. Or even a free with Jamie Vardy. Jamie Vardy knows where that net is, people. People might say, "Oh, you can't sign him. He's about 45-year-old." I think he's about 38 or no, 37, maybe. I can't remember now. But Jamie Vardy knows where that net is, and he was putting that ball in net only just last season for Leicester, and that is 200 goals for Leicester. The 200 Premier League goals. Well, obviously, yeah. Take it easy, mate. Gave you a sub. Thank you very much, Migs. Good to see you. Some good points as well. Some really good comments you've said in the chat, mate. Really good. Some really good comments. Take it easy, mate. Gave you a sub. Enjoy your sleep. Hope you wake up feeling full of life, man. Blessings, bro. Come on, you Gunners. Absolutely top man. Migs, very good. And like I said, some really, really good comments, you said. Good to see you in chat. It's always good to see new people in chat, people. Some people are just, you can't say this about Arteta. He deserves a 5-year extension on his contract. He's the best. Who are you going to replace him with? There's no manager what can replace Mikel Arteta. They're just obsessed with Mikel Arteta, those fans. It's back to bed. Good stream, Rick. Get some rest and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Yep. I mean, it was just kind of a quickish one, people. Just a bit of a match reaction because I work 4 nights a week, every single week, and 2 days off. So, like someone said in my chat yesterday, will you do a post match after the game? And I'm like, I can't. As soon as that game finished, I was literally going out to work in about another 3/4 an hour later. So I have to jump on when I can because work comes first, and I work 4 nights a week, every single week. So I have to jump on when I can. I'd like to have more set times, like me and DJB. He's mentioned me going on his channel, and I'm trying to get, but it's just not easy to find the right time. Shane Gooner as well, same. So, yep, it is what it is, people. So yeah, I'm off in September, so I'll have a bit more time. But I don't want to just always take all my time up with YouTube. You know what I mean? There's more other things to do in life as well. But everybody, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I might do another live later. I don't know. Just a general chat. See what everybody enjoy your Sunday and take care. Thank you very much as well, people, for liking and subbing and new people in the chat. Have a good and it's Eze like a Sunday morning. Yeah, got a good ring to that.